Welcome to Rally Catalunya. This is an event that has been won by some of the greatest names in the sport. But one man who has dominated recently is Sébastien Loeb, who's won the rally for the last 5 years. And here in 2010, the Frenchman is on the verge of making it an incredible 6 wins. Whilst Loeb's dominated, it's been anything but simple for the rest of the field. Kimi Räikkönen never made it out of shakedown. Ogier briefly challenged Loeb, but he came unstuck on Saturday's asphalt stages. Ken Block also misjudged the Catalonian tarmac grip levels. Dani Sordo had a disastrous opening day, but put in a stunning drive on the tarmac of day 2, climbing from 6th to 3rd. He wasn't helped, though, by an ailing Mikko Hirvonen. The Finns car had lost turbo boost and was crawling through, but Danny was forced to ram the Ford as he tried to get past. So this is how they stand going into day 3. Loeb leads by 44 seconds from Petter Solberg, but Dani Sordo is just 16 seconds behind the Norwegian, and with 92 kilometres left, he fancies his chances of taking 2nd spot. The rally is based in Catalunya in the northeast of the country, with the HQ situated in Salou, just over 100 kilometres to the south of Barcelona. As the sun rises on this pretty coastal resort, the drivers are preparing for the 3rd and final day of the rally. There are just 2 stages ahead, and these are repeated to make a total distance of 92.3 kilometres, but the crew's main focus will be on the 42 kilometres of El Priorat. This is the longest of the event and one of the fastest. It's also a big favourite with the fans, who'll be cheering Dani Sordo all the way. La Serra d'Almos is a 4-kilometre sprint with plenty of cuts and bumps. Here we go then, the final action of the latest assault on the Spanish tarmac. One slip up from the world champion Loeb, and Petter Solberg is poised to strike. Another wide flowing road here in El Priorat, and as ever in Spain, there is plenty of opportunity for corner cutting.
And 4 left minus long, tightens along into early 6.
It's great for finding the fastest line, but clipping the apexes too aggressively does come with a risk of punctures. The Norwegian hasn't won a rally for 5 years, but has again shown incredible pace in Spain, despite the limited resources he has as a privateer. And Petter has a tough day ahead as he seeks to hold off the attentions of Dani Sordo. After a miserable first day, the local star has been fighting back ever since. He's determined to claw his way up to 2nd place and begins the final morning within 17 seconds of Solberg. Jari-Matti Latvala is not completely out of this fight for the podium places either. The 25-year-old seems to improve with every passing tarmac rally and is doing his best to stay in touch with the Citroens. With his 4th place looking secure, though, it's unlikely he'll take too many risks on a weekend that marks Ford's 200th rally in partnership with M Sport. Loeb will be thankful he has his healthy lead of more than 40 seconds. This blisteringly quick 42-kilometre stage is the longest of the weekend, and at such high speeds, anything could still happen. Seb is the first to pass the thousands of fans camped out at the famous El Molar hairpin. And he does make it safely through stage 13.
I'm not sweating so much, so after 42 kilometers it seems that I was not pushing too hard. But in these long stages with the tire we have, we cannot push so hard. If you push at the start, then you destroy and you lose everything you gain.
Petter Solberg seems to have saved his tyres well, despite the pace he's setting, as he attempts to keep Sordo at arm's length. Terrific fight here on the final morning. Petter absolutely on the limits in El Priorat. But let's get a closer look at this fight for second using virtual spectator. At the 15-kilometre split time, Petter has the edge.
40. 6 left minus half long opens.
1.3 seconds up there. And moving further into the stage, coming up to 28.3 kilometres, Danny's got in front. A terrific fight for the position here. Sordo a long way ahead now.
4 right plus half long, tight 3 deep in and 4 left plus half long.
He's up by 4.6 seconds with another 14 kilometres still to run.
2 tightens, keep it over.
Petter has made it through the stage. Let's catch up with the Norwegian at the stop control.
Petter, it all looks pretty calm in here, but the time loss is not what you'd have wanted. 5.2 down on Danny at the last split.
I know, I took maybe a little bit too careful in the middle with the tires, you know, and I was following low splits and it looked quite good. But seems like I lost at the end there again, but yeah.
Sordo's fans still making plenty of noise, but their hero is really being made to fight for his 5th consecutive second-place finish on home soil. We're about to find out what he's been able to do in stage 13. A big charge from Danny to the finish, and he is going to be quicker. That's a great start to the day from Sordo, almost 5 seconds quicker than Solberg. He's now just 12 seconds behind.
I need to try a little bit more, but it's really difficult now because we drive the 3 in the limit, so it's not easy, but it's still some. So we will see.
The fight for second continues to hold the attention then, while further back Matt Wilson is on course to claim his best ever result in Spain, and it's certainly been one of his strongest displays on tarmac. He's still in a comfortable 6th.
Left 6 down, 40 right 4, 60, max left.
Frigate Turan has also impressed on his first outing in a Ford Focus. The Hungarian privateer is looking a bit wild though, and his run in 7th comes to an abrupt end with a big off early in El Priorat. Turan's retirement provides Khalid Al-Qasimi with a late boost up the standings. Replacing the privateer in 7th, the Emirati driver is now on course for his best finish of the season. After the first stage of day 3, the battle for second has closed up again. Sordo is now just 12 seconds behind Solberg, with Latvala slipping further adrift in 4th. Kievanen and Wilson round off the top 6. Welcome back to this exciting climax of the RACC Rally d'Espagne. Sebastian Loeb leads, but the battle for second between Petter Solberg and Danny Sordo looks set to go down to the wire. The second stage being run in this final day is the short blast through La Serra d'Almos. Just 4 kilometres long, it won't give Danny Sordo much chance to make any inroads into Solberg's advantage. But we do have a rare opportunity now to follow the Citroën Total driver through an entire stage from start to finish. Pace notes, as ever, being read by co-driver Diego Vallejo, and Sordo really focused on them here. A very different feel to this short stage. It's a lot more narrow with tighter corners, so caution needed despite its short length. Plenty of corner cutting too, so Danny can carry as much speed through as possible. It does carry a danger of damaging his wheels, so this aggressive approach isn't without its risks. It might be short, but there are some really challenging sections in this stage, and it is breathtakingly quick at times too. It's also quite an abrasive surface here, and with his tyres already very worn after that 42-kilometre stage previously, he might be struggling for grip by the end.
poco lenta, para derecha 7, poco larga, fondo 20, frenar derecha 5, muy lenta, estrecho puente, 5 muy lenta, estrecho puente, 40, izquierda 6, ojo cuneta, 10.
There are still plenty of Danny's compatriots lining the stage. The Spanish fans are renowned for their passionate support, and they are desperate for their home hero to win this fight for second. And despite this stage's relatively short length, Danny is making every kilometre count. He hasn't stopped pushing and gets another second closer to Solberg. That's 4.1 kilometres cleared in just over 2.5 minutes. So Sordo now 10.8 seconds behind Petter with 2 stages and just over 46 kilometres remaining. Latvala looking safe in 4th ahead of teammate Hirvonen, but it's still Sebastian Loeb at the top. On to the final pair of stages then, and with just 46 kilometres remaining, the battle for second is set to go down to the wire. And the Spanish fans are certainly excited about the fight ahead. Petter Solberg is into the epic El Priorat stage first, and the Citroën Privateer is using all of the road as he attacks hard around the El Molar hairpin.
Tightens 2, very in over crest and line, 5 left, tightens 2, tightens 1 plus, don't cut.
He's getting really good grip on these smooth tarmac roads. Petter is right on the limit in some of the fastest corners in the championship as he concentrates on the pace notes from Chris Patterson.
Long, keep very in, and 4 left, minus tightens, cut 2 minus double tightens. 2 right, 6 left minus, and 6 right minus long, keep very in over crest into 6 left, half long tightens, 5 plus opens. 80 line.
It's over to Danny Sordo to see if he can overhaul that 11-second deficit. The fans yelling their support. Danny is completely committed to. The Spanish spectators will be loving every second of this thrilling fight as they will their home star on.
Para derecha 5 corta, para izquierda 7 fondo, para derecha 8 fondo.
Mikko Hirvonen has had a quiet rally. Ford's number 1 has been holding 5th place for most of the event. His confidence has taken a real blow after a terrible run of bad luck. But it has been a solid display from Mikko on Spain's blisteringly quick tarmac roads. And a terrific view of the smooth flowing asphalt surface with Mikko's bumper cam there. Further back, Sebastien Ogier will still be a frustrated man after throwing away his hopes of fighting for the win on day 2. Thankfully though, the Frenchman has been able to take his frustration out on the Spanish stages, and Sebastien has admirably fought his way back into the point-scoring places. No mean feat after losing more than 15 minutes with that costly day 2 crash. Ken Block will leave a happy man after his first visit to Spain. The American has survived the fastest tarmac roads on the championship with a creditable 9th place finish, and with it, his first WRC points. A man for whom scoring points is almost second nature is Sebastian Loeb. With his lead still looking safe, the 7-time world champion has made it through the 42 kilometres of El Priorat as he edges closer to another win. Further back, it's far from comfortable for Petter Solberg, who is reacting to Sordo's split times well.
6 right minus half long, tight 5 plus opens 30. Line, need 2 right minus half long, tight don't cut 1 plus. Tightens, keep it.
His 11-second lead may be trimmed a little here, but that's still been an impressive run for the Norwegian.
100. 6 left, tight 5 tight to the front.
You had it all under control by the sounds of things.
I followed the splits quite well, but I know for sure that some of the cuts that they've been taking have taken time, you know. So I just want to try to be smart, and that's it. I don't take any risk.
Solberg sounding confident, but Sordo is still charging hard. He's into the final few corners now, and this really is an aggressive display from the Spanish start.
Para derecha 5, muy rápida, larga, poco tarde, 10 situar, queda 5, posible toe, 10, atención, derecha 4, poco.
How much time can he take out here? 5.7 seconds quicker than Petter. It's another good drive from Danny, but is that too little, too late?
I lost yesterday in the stage in live. 3 seconds and a half was really, really important, but anyway, it's the life, it's the rallies. The moment is not finished, but it's nice.
Well, Danny almost conceding defeat there, and you can see why. He's still 5.1 seconds behind Petter with just the short 4 kilometre sprint through stage 16 to run. Latvala remains in 4th place with Hirvonen 5th. Into the final 4 kilometre stage then, where the Spanish fans are ready and waiting. And this should be a formality for Sebastian Loeb, who's on course for his 61st victory. It has been another faultless performance from the world champion. He's led from start to finish, despite running first on the gravel roads of day one. No mistakes from co-driver Daniel Elena either. And Loeb's winning run in Spain is extended to 6 rallies. The Citroën C4 remains unbeaten on this surface on its final tarmac rally.
Win number 61 and 6 in Spain now.
Very good result in Spain again. So for sure I'm very happy. It was nothing to play for the championship here, so we could drive without any pressure. So I started to push very hard in the first day on gravel, and since that we are leading, and then 2 days on tarmac were a little bit easier, and perfect result again.
5 seconds is a lot of time for Sordo to make up in such a short stage, and Solberg can sense that 2nd place is almost in his grasp.
Long tightens, don't cut, keep it over crest. Slight left and line 6.
The Norwegian, of course, keeps attacking to the very end.
Don't cut 2 left, left.
And he does seem to be finishing with a flourish. It has been a good run through the final stage.
Cut 1 right tightens, keep in.
And after one of his best drives of the year, all Petter and co-driver Chris Patterson can do now is wait.
5.1 was the gap. It should be enough, but how do you think it was?
The driving was very good, you know, but still, you never know. But I came very, very sideways in one corner, you know. So I hope it should be okay. But I know I don't want to say anything before I know exactly, you know. But the feeling is good. If I've done this, I'm very happy. You know, it's very good for the championship for Rally GB. But I need the time here, guys. Come on,
Back in the stage, Sordo is giving it one last charge to the finish. Making up 5 seconds is a big ask in just 4 kilometres, but he's certainly giving it a go. These are tense times for Petter Solberg as he waits for Danny's time back at the stock control. The Spaniard is into the last few corners now. He's not going to do it. He needs a time around 2 minutes 30. He's already slower. And that reaction says it all. Petter claims 2nd place. That's his 7th podium finish of the year, and he's straight over to thank Danny for a terrific fight.
Danny, there's a big smile on your face after Friday. Did you really think a podium was possible, though?
It's a really nice day, you know, with Peter. But I slide too much in this stage for the spectator and everything a little bit. So I'm really happy for the rally, but things I make me really, really happy as a spectator is all the time pushing really, really hard. So this 3rd place is for every spectator.
It's another Citroën top 3 lockout on tarmac, with Petter Solberg splitting the factory cars. Behind them, Jari-Matti Latvala claimed 4th, and those 12 points will be useful as he challenges Ogier for 2nd place in the championship. Back at the final service of the rally, the champagne has been on ice for their returning heroes.
Another great victory, and what is really special is that we won every time on tarmac with this car. Even if it was not a complete tarmac rally, it was gravel the first day, so if I would have lost, I would say it was not a tarmac rally, but as we win, we say that we won every tarmac rallies with C4, so it's a great moment.
Loeb, of course, already crowned Drivers' Champion, but with that win, he moves on to 251 points. 2nd place is still up for grabs, with Ogier, Latvala and Petter Solberg separated by just 16. Citroën have also claimed the Manufacturers' Championship, and with 2 on the podium here, they move on to 431 points. Despite a difficult rally, there has been something to celebrate at the Ford team as Carlos Sainz presented team boss Malcolm Wilson with a memento to mark M Sport's 200th World Rally since the company took over the Ford Rally program back in 1997. And as a reflection of their contribution to the WRC, they are also awarded the Abu Dhabi Spirit of the Rally. 3 stalwarts of the M Sport team, Wilson, George Black and John Millington, gratefully accepted the award. So just 1 round left, and that's the traditional season closer Wales Rally GB. You can see a full preview at WRC.com, where you'll also find some exclusive unseen footage from Catalunya, including a closer look at the setup changes at service to change the Ford Focus from a gravel to tarmac car in 1 hour. But back on the seafront in Salou, there are more champagne celebrations for Sebastian Loeb and Daniel Elena, who are once again the champions of Rally Catalunya. And we'll leave you with a few memories of Loeb's victory in Spain. We'll see you again in Wales.
Push it.